Hey tribe, welcome back. Let's check in and let's see what is waiting for us next week and a half. What are the energies like? The deck that I'm using here today is the Urban Tarot for your main cards. Pile number 1 is on your left, pile 3 is on your right. If you need some more time, stop the video right here. I'll catch you in timestamps. Hey pile 1, let's check. Let's see what is happening. What is your main energy? We have the Hierophant. I'm going to pull more cards and I'm going to read this main card with the rest of them. Let's see which deck do I want. Actually, I want the Tarot of the Angels. Let's see. What is going on? What is the highlight? Why is the Hierophant here? Why is the Hierophant here? You have the Six of Swords, you have the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Empress. Okay, I'm going to clarify these. Knight of Swords on top of the Six of Swords. Four of Swords on top of the Seven of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords. A lot of swords here. A lot of you feels like you're very strategic next week and a half. Bottom of the deck we have the Four of Pentacles. You guys are very focused on the contracts that you currently have. It's important. We have the Hierophant. It's all about either a soul contract with a person in your life or an actual work or maybe even property contract. It feels like overall, contract-wise, things are improving next week and a half. You see something that you want and you are actively seeking for it. So if, for example, if you're looking for a new contract to sign, even if we're talking about finances, right? We're talking about banks, we're talking about business contracts, you are achieving it, or at least you're getting closer to signing a contract. Overall, you're very focused on building yourself up. This is a really good energy. You're very action oriented, and you also at the same time you're very aware of when you need to take a moment to breathe, because in the middle we have the Seven of Pentacles and Four of Swords. It feels like that is your golden middle. I'm actively seeking for something, but I'm not forgetting to breathe. I'm not forgetting to live my life. And it's the key for pile number 1. It is the key to success, it feels like. Maybe before you used to overdo things, you used to burn out. Some of you, your routine is slightly changing, but it feels like it's changing for the better. There's also this feeling that you, let me see, is this you or this is someone else? This Empress is giving me half vibes. I said half, two of wands here. Yeah, half vibes. And let's see. Okay, so we're gonna talk from two different perspectives. Someone is building themselves up to be this emperor or the empress, regardless of what sex you are. And next week you're gonna have a light bulb moment about that. You may have an inspiration or someone may say something to you. I'm seeing doors are opening in order for you to sit on your throne. I don't know what it means for you to be sitting on the throne. All of you have different goals and different urges right now. But your cards are asking you not to jump too ahead of yourself, meaning you take action, you know what needs to be done today, and you give something a minute, you sleeping on it. Something that you want contract-wise, it's not going to be achieved overnight. If we're talking about relationship, you're building that relationship up. You're taking a moment to get to know one another. If we're talking about a business contract or any formalities, you know that something needs more time in order for it to come to light, or in order for it to happen. So you're very strategic here, and you also are not jumping ahead of yourself. You're investing wisely. I'm seeing here, if anyone want to invest in something or in someone, investing wisely. What is your advice here? What is, oof, okay, that flew out of the deck. Remember your heart. Tune into your heart. You are doing something here that comes from heart, and it's, your cards are saying stay that way. Once you tapped into your heart, you're also very naturally intuitive. The King of Cups is someone who is very in tune with their emotions, and when you are in tune with your heart and your emotions, you can feel through what is the next step that you need to take, and it becomes much easier making decisions in the future. Heart space is where your power lies, especially when it comes to contracts. Asking yourself a question: does this contract that I have, work or personal life wise, fulfilling my heart space? And it feels like for a lot of you it is. Yeah, I split the deck and I put this the part of the deck at the bottom. We have the Ace of Wands. There is something or someone you feel very passionate about. Yeah, Nine of Cups. This is your dream come true. This is your wish fulfillment. As long as you're operating from your heart whilst making decisions, right? We talked about this. Whilst making decisions, choosing what you want for the future, you're going to be successful. So there is no need to second guess yourself. If you are second guessing yourself too much, you're overthinking a situation, your cards are saying, okay? There is no need to overthink a situation. It's not going to be helpful for you. It's just going to mess your head up. Let's look at the relationships in general, and then we're going to peek into your stability and career. And I'm going to switch decks. I'm going to use the Texture Tarot for this portion of the reading. What do you need to know about your relationships? Platonic, romantic, doesn't matter. Whatever needs to come through. You have the King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords is coming through here again. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. We're seeing one, I'm going to talk about these two people. I don't know which one is you in this case, because there's a lot of you watching. I'm seeing one person who is very strategic, organized, very logic based, quite analytical. This is someone who is very smart, and they're probably really good at what they do, but they come from their mind. Their mind is the main operator. They very well educated, well researched. And the other person that I'm seeing here in the picture is someone who has this very sweet, motherly, caring vibe, but they are really also good at creating financial abundance for themselves. These two people seem to be joining forces or talking about the future in the next week or week and a half. Either this is platonic or romantic, it does not matter. But what I'm seeing that analytical person, the King of Swords here, being too much in their head. They are worried about something, where this queen knows that whatever happens in the future, she's going to be successful, or they are going to be successful. It feels like the king is on the edge. The king is overthinking. The king has some sort of fears. Why is this happening? Okay. The king may be thinking about a contract that these two people have. Would it be a relationship, a soul contract, or a business contract? And they kind of like questioning themselves: is this moving too fast, or is something happening too fast? Or if I do this, or if I say this, is it going to be too unexpected? I split the deck. We have Nine of Pentacles. This person may have their own business or work for themselves. This is a very goal-oriented individual, and it feels like they have this inner conflict within them, and this inner conflict feels to be personal for them. So I'm just giving you hints about the situation, about this person. For some of you, this is happening already. For others of you, don't know, because it's happening in the future. Now this queen is very calm, and she's very calm, she's very nurturing, she's very present in the moment. She's very present in the moment. She's very focused, and next week we're gonna have on relationships, on the sweetness of life, right? Spending time with the loved ones or with a loved one. And she knows that the most important thing for her in this period of time is to have strong connections to people. She's being led intuitively, where this king is being led by their head. And these two individuals are very different, but I think, let me check. But they learn from one another because of how different they are, right? The Page of Pentacles. I'm learning from your book and you're learning from my book. So this feels like a good collaboration, good partnership. What is the last column about here? Next week we're gonna have, when it comes to one particular connection in your life, you may feel, split deck, we have the Two of Swords. You may feel that you are a bit uncertain what to do or what the future holds. But since we have the Moon and the Two of Swords here, I really feel like this should be left alone. Leave surprises, okay? Leave life, give space for life to surprise you. Universe, God, whatever you want to call it. Something regarding the future has to be surprising, connected to one person. It doesn't necessarily have to be the person that we talked about here. It could be someone completely new, because I kind of feel a separation between these two stories. But your cards are saying allow. I split deck, we have the Tower. Unexpected things happening, right? Being knocked off of your feet. Allow chance to play a role in your life. It feels to be important. It feels that someone maybe is trying to control the future or future outcomes too much, and it may work against them when it comes to relationships, okay? Now let's talk about work, career. Let's see, what do we need to know about your work, your stability? We have the Two of Wands coming through, Six of Cups, the Sun, Four of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Work is great next week we're gonna have. You're feeling happy with your accomplishments. You're feeling happy that you're pushing through. You have a lot of stamina, and you know that next week we're gonna have, you can achieve whatever you want. There's also this connection to the past here. Something that you used to be good at when you were younger, maybe you still are, there is a feeling of luck to it. Your cards are saying, if you're looking for improvement, or if you're looking for what should I focus on career-wise or financially wise, what is the best strategy? Your cards are saying, look back at the past. There is a connection to the past that is being made, and once you recognize that, you'll be able to see how your finances or your work life is improving much faster. And I think for a lot of you, you're already seeing that. There is something that you used to do, there is something that you used to be good at, there is maybe a technique that you had of doing something that you may want to apply next week and a half. You're very focused on working from home. For a lot of you, I'm seeing that. Or you're feeling at home in your workplace. But there is a decision deep down that you're trying to make. What is this decision? By the way, some of you are not... I'm seeing a situation where someone is working and they start daydreaming and they're literally in a different place. It feels like maybe there is a connection that is on your mind next week and a half whilst working. Someone is tapping out of where they are in the moment and thinking about a situation with another person. It feels like you just want to have fun next week. We're gonna have you may want to enjoy your life a little bit more than before. Not to say that you don't have responsibilities. You do. You take care of everything that needs to be taken care of, but you're not overly focused on work. You're like, I know I got this, I can do that, but let me focus on the lighthearted side of life. You want to have fun, you want to dance, you want to visit nostalgic places, and that's what's on your mind. So maybe whilst working, you're going to be researching something, you're going to be planning a getaway or planning a get together of some sorts. Your mind is not in a workplace. Pile number, yes, play the deck the fool, right? I want to play. Your mind is not in the workplace, your mind is somewhere else. What is your advice? What is your advice? Be curious when it comes to work. Next week we're gonna have be curious. Pages are kids. They're very curious. Therefore, they're not afraid to ask questions. They're not afraid to make a phone call or talk to a stranger, right? Your cards are saying, especially if you're looking for something, or you're looking for information or for connections, work-wise, ask questions, make phone calls. You're going to find what you're looking for, okay? I hope this made sense, pile number 1. Thanks for being here. And if you need more content, find me on Patreon. Until the next one. Hey pal 2, let's see what is up next week. We're gonna have, this is the Urban Tarot, in case anyone will be asking. This is the Temperance card in a regular deck. In this deck it's called Art. I don't know how much you can see. Now, what's important next week we're gonna have is creativity in your everyday life. It can come through as wanting to change something about your household, rearranging the furniture, buying new furniture, wanting to sing, wanting to dance, paint. However, this creativity will come through. That's where our power lies. So it's really good to focus on if you, for example, have a creative hobby, or if you're building something, if you are doing DIYs, this is a week to do so, because whatever will come through during that week, it's going to be not only beneficial, it feels like for you, for your creation, but also, I don't know why I'm hearing long-lasting. Long-lasting. Let's pull cards. Let's see what deck we're using for you all here. I feel like I want the vice versa tarot. What is that next week? We're gonna have So the Sun card is reversed, the Chariot is upright. The Five of Cups. The Queen of Wands reversed. The Hermit reversed. The Two of Pentacles upright. So let's look at the bottom of the deck. You have the Seven of Pentacles. There is a sense of impatience here, pile number 2. Let me get comfortable. Next week and a half. It's important to honor your inner child, okay? Why I'm saying that? Because inner child is very creative. Some of you will want to dismiss that. Some of you will want to be super serious, and it feels like you may be missing opportunities. The Queen of Wands is the most creative queen. Well, it goes together with the Queen of Cups actually, but This is creativity, and both of these cards are reversed. So make sure that you recognize at what time you need to tap into your senses. Creativity, I see it as fire. Fire, I see it as creation, right? I see it in a womb. So giving birth to something is important. Some of you may feel that you want to focus on your sex life a little bit more, especially if you've been closed off for some time or if there was no action for some time. Overall, I'm being focused on the sacral and root chakras here. One more thing. It feels like there's going to be a sense, a presence of a spirit next week and a half. Let's see. Feels like one of the family members who have passed away. And this person may have battled addiction, or they had bad coping mechanisms. This feels like, one second, I'm just seeing, okay, justice, this could be also someone who struggled with opening up to other people. They kind of kept their cards to their chest. Why are they coming through though? Why are they coming through? It feels like they're going to come through at the time when you are either having difficulty with something, so pay attention, or you are trying to achieve something. So you're competing for your goal, for a dream, for a position. You are in this competitive mode. They may come through at the time of play or competition. How are they going to show up? How are they going to show up? You may drop an object, or you may pay attention to a particular object in your home that is going to remind you of them, whoever this spirit is. This is someone who you lived with before, or someone who came into your house and spent quite a lot of time with you together. Now, you're gonna have to be discerning here, because not for all of you this message will resonate. If this is for you, you'll feel deep down that this feels right to you. For some of you, this spirit will come through in the form of a bird. But it feels like they're watching you next week and a half. And what they want to say is that you are on a journey of success. You don't know how much respect and recognition is going to be coming your way in the future. Make sure that you do not burn out. Okay, make sure that you do not burn out. Have a good schedule. Have everything organized so that you do not deplete yourself, because I'm seeing that some of you may do that next week and a half, and you're gonna feel emotionally low. It is important at this time to take care of yourself emotionally. Okay. What do we need to know about relationships, platonic, romantic, business, whatever needs to come through for next week and a half? Relationships. You have strength reversed. You have Ace of Wands reversed. We have the Ten of Cups upright. A lot of you are focused on romantic relationships next week and a half. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but every time I see the Ace of Wands in a relationship reading, this is very sexual to me, and especially that we have the Ten of Cups in this deck. It's a very romantic Ten of Cups. I wouldn't say we're talking about platonic relationship here. It feels like someone is trying to hold themselves back. Okay, they don't want to push a relationship. They don't want to come on too strong in a connection. Let me see, why are they holding back? Okay, because they want something long lasting. They're holding back because they want something long lasting. Yeah, I better take a chill pill because I do not want to ruin something. Yeah, there will be a time when when I will be able to move full steam on. Someone is very focused on taking things slow, on getting to know one another, on nurturing one another instead of moving very fast in some sort of way. What do we need to focus on? What would be beneficial to focus on next week, week and a half? What would be beneficial to focus on next week, week and a half? It's a good week for taking a trip, or changing something about your routine, changing environment. It doesn't matter if it's going to be a trip somewhere far away, or if it's going to be just a weekend trip. Changing environment is important next week, week and a half for you. And I think not only that is going to help you if you haven't maybe any issues, if there is any chaos in your head, but also I'm seeing that that trip would inspire you in some way. Yeah, would inspire you in some way. Will give you energy to move forward. The magician is reversed here, but this guy is looking right at the magician. It's gonna give you more power. It's going to give you more energy, and you can navigate and maneuver that energy towards what it is that you wish to attract. So manifestation skills are coming through here next week, week and a half. Make sure that you know what gives you energy, what provides you with that energy, and once you have it, literally release it towards something that you are seeking for. Okay, what do we need to know about work, career, stability? Okay, 3 of Wands. What do we need to know about work, finances, stability? 4 of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Wands, 10 of Swords on top of the 3 of Wands. Okay, the King of Cups reversed, the Judgment upright. Bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant reversed. Okay. I'm seeing that for some of you, you may be changing jobs, or you may be thinking about changing a job or quitting a job. It feels like you already kind of know that it's in your system, it's going to happen sooner or later. But something may happen next week, we're gonna have that is going to prove you right. That changes, not necessarily like drastic like that you're quitting a job, but changes will have to happen in order for you to feel more secure or more safe. And there is a feeling of the unexpected happening. Whatever it is that is changing work-wise or financially wise is going to come out of the blue. But it's happening for a good reason here, because we have Judgment. It's going to upgrade you in some sort of way. The easiest example I can give you, say someone is laid off, or someone is fired, and they go, damn, like I've lost my source of income. But a week or so later, even a better door opens for them, and they're like, fuck, I'm so happy that I was laid off, or I was fired from that job. Now I have it much better. That is the example. Okay, so I hope that this made sense, pile number 2. As usual, if you need more content, find me on Patreon, and have a beautiful week. Until the next one. Hey pile 3, let's check what is happening next week, week and a half. The deck that I'm using is called the Urban Tarot. What is your main card? You have Strength. Straight away I'm looking at the lion's mouth, and I'm thinking throat chakra. There is something that is being released. Look at the cracks over here. Something is being released out of your system, something that you wanted to talk about. It's important to focus on your vocal cords, focus on your neck. If you are living somewhere that it's cold now, wear a scarf, because it feels like it's your power point as well as it is your weak point, depending how you're going to use it or how you're going to take care of that part of the body. There was something that wasn't said, or something that you will want to say next week, we're gonna have, that was on your mind, or maybe on someone's mind. Maybe someone else is expressing themselves to you, feels like something is being cracked here, but it feels like a release to me. I wanted to say this for some time now, or I wanted to speak about this for some time now. Now is the time to do so. Let's see, let's look at your cards. I'm gonna be using the Steampunk Tarot. What is up next week, week and a half? Six of Wands, the Moon, the Hierophant, interesting to say the least, Ten of Cups, on top of the Six of Wands, Two of Swords on top of the Moon, Ace of Pentacles on top of the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck we have the Empress. Sorry about the glare, okay. By the way, first thing first, your highlight of the next week, week and a half, is relationships. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic. It can be family relationships, right? Your mom, your sister, your brother, your dad. There is something that is being... let me clarify this because too many stories are coming in my head now. What about it? Yeah, if there was any issue or any conflict or something that two people didn't agree on, it feels like resolution takes place. Or discussion will take place next week, week and a half, and I'm hearing meet me halfway. And both parties are very happy that they met each other halfway. Both of them are satisfied equally. Okay? Let's see what this is about. I'm seeing someone who's very stuck in their heads because they're unsure about one particular scenario. What are you unsure about? Should I take action? Should I not? Should I travel it? Should I see this person? Should I not? It feels like someone is second guessing themselves when it comes to taking action here. But the thing is, the problem is that someone is too much in their head. They have to make a decision and go with it. Path A or path B, which one are we choosing? Whichever you choose will be correct because both paths have a lesson in them, right? It's not to say that path A is better than path B and vice versa. You have to tap out of your head here a little bit and tap into your heart because otherwise you're going to overthink one simple situation to the extent where you don't know where to go anymore. What is this connected to be a little bit more precise? What is this connected to? In which area of your life do you feel confused? In which area of your life do you feel confused? In which area of your life do you feel confused? I mean, we know that you're in gloom and doubt. That is for sure. Confused with confusion. Okay, let's see. Which area of your life are you so confused here? I mentioned travel and go. Should I go? Should I not go? Should I go? Should I not go? What is your advice? What is the best advice for you? What is the best course of action? Okay, I don't know what this will mean to all of you, but your cards are saying reconnect to old places, reconnect to people that you missed, reconnect to nostalgia, okay? If you want to visit someone that you're missing, visit someone that you're missing. If you want to go and, I don't know, visit the church you used to go to when you were a kid, do that. There is a reason why you're being drawn somewhere. I feel like the difficulty may be the logistics for some of you, but it feels like it can be worked out. Whatever this is, something is calling for you. Something is calling for your action. Some of you may want to go somewhere solo. You may maybe even want to spend like a weekend on your own or go to a place on your own. Obviously be safe, but it feels like your soul is calling you somewhere. For some people, this person that you want to visit is very. This is someone who's very trustworthy. This is someone that is also very good at manifestation. They probably are good at their finances. They have created a good life for themselves. But the thing is, someone is overthinking this way too much. Make a decision and take action. Then your cards are saying, okay, sitting in the gloom and doubt for way too long is not going to resolve anything. Acknowledge when this happens and see what you need to do. Now let's clarify Hierophant and Ace of Pentacles. What is this about? An opportunity for a contract. Would it be a work contract? Would it be a contract for a relationship? But this feels strong. This doesn't feel like just any short-term relationship. It feels very long-term though. So whatever contract you're being presented with next week and a half, it has a lot of potential. Now this could be connected to formalities. Let's say signing a deal, signing a contract for a project, being invited to a new job, receiving a message via LinkedIn. But for others of you, this could be a relationship situation where someone is offering something to you. Let's start this. But if this is a relationship, this person or maybe you is very serious about it. I'm not looking for anything short term. I'm very interested in building long term. Let's see. Yeah, there are actually a couple of opportunities here being presented to you. And pay attention to those because that is meant to be. It feels like you have pre-signed a contract pre-incarnation to receive these opportunities at that time, or to come across a contract that you are coming across in the next couple of weeks. This was predestined, it feels like. Doesn't matter how big of a deal this is or how small of a deal this is. It feels like it has a longevity. It has longevity to it. Where will this contract take you? Let's hop into the future. King of Swords, Queen of Wands, the World, the Sun, Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, High Priestess. Deep down, you already know what this is about, and you know where this is going to take you. If not yet, you'll experience it further, I'd say up to 5 days from whenever you're watching this video. I also want to pull one card from the Kipper deck. You have the Sun, which can talk about the child or inner child, and you have a little child here. Interesting. Something is being birthed out of this connection, out of this contract. Now, you can take it metaphorically or you can take it literally. Two people are expecting, or two people meet and they work really well as a team. By the way, there may be travel involved here, because I'm seeing two people working and traveling together, and something work-wise like a project or mutual dealings of some sorts will be birthed out of this connection, if that makes sense. It doesn't have to be a literal child. Child is a creation, right? It can be taken in many different ways. You may also hear news that someone is pregnant in your close circle, or maybe you are pregnant yourself. You may discuss, it doesn't have to be an actual announcement, you may discuss about long-term goals. But whatever this is, this feels like we met for a reason. We pre-signed a contract before incarnating with one another that once we meet, we're going to birth something out into the world. Now, could be a project, could be a literal child. Okay? I hope this made sense, pile number 3. If you need more content, as usual, find me on Patreon and have a beautiful week. Until the next one.